It's pretty much the company Juul that made the artificial kind of e-cigarette company that they are owing $440 million to 33 different states and Puerto Rico in a settlement to kind of battle against these states coming at them for encouraging teen vaping. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of inevitable to happen at some point. We saw that they were kind of getting crushed by the FTC because of like advertising to younger kids. You can't, I think legally, yeah, you can't. Well, it wasn't that necessarily they were targeting younger kids, but let's be honest, the people who were using the Juuls were younger kids, and so because of like they were already up a really steep slope with their marketing and advertising, and ultimately they ended up just stopping all advertising, and so now we're seeing this. It's not really a surprise.
The one problem I have with this is I feel like Juul is really being used as a scapegoat right now. I think Juul definitely was responsible for the start in teenage vaping, which I definitely think they need to get punished for, but I feel like they have already they've gone over countless lawsuits over the past couple years, but now I just feel like they're not the sole contributor to teen vaping. Teens are vaping everywhere using Hyde, Puff bars, Views, everything. So I don't feel like this is just a Juul problem. I feel like Juul is just being used as a scapegoat here.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I think the reason for this is because basically the rise in teen vaping was, you saw the trend happen after the company was initiated. There were probably other e-cigarette companies that followed because of Juul's popularity, but literally the statistics show that the rise in teenage vaping is at a steady trajectory with Juul's growth as a company. And so that kind of puts it right in the sand of just like, all right, this is the company that is responsible. And a lot of mainly what they're going after for them in the lawsuit is their marketing tactics, not necessarily towards teens right away, but really going after a very younger market and demographic. And so they think that because they're going after just a young adult demographic anyways, it's just going to transpire that teens are going to pick up on that. I mean, if you see in just like TV shows and movies, usually, teenagers are cast by people in their 20s. And so if you're marketing using people in their 20s, then, teenagers are already used to seeing older people playing in their roles. They easily are going to catch on to, hey, that they're almost like marketing to me. And so the FDA actually ruled it as an epidemic of, an underage vaping problem.